Okay, cleanup is never fun, but it has to be done. I like using this Soy Solve 2 because it doesn't have the volatile organic compounds that turpentine and petroleum distillates do. I am not a believer in these so-called odorless mineral spirits. They're still petrochemicals with all the associated hazards that petrochemicals have. So I like this Soy Solve. I still want to protect my hands against it because it's a fat emulsifier, but it doesn't. It's not going to irritate my my nose and throat and lungs. I'll take a little bit extra with the brush and just gently start working it around. You see the image disappearing. Now, this is not as aggressive a solvent as an odorless mineral spirits or a turpentine, but it works just as well with a little bit of patience. And once it starts working, it actually does go fast. So again, this is just a cheap brush, but it's a soft brush. That's one of those things I want to keep checking as I make more and more prints, that this brush does not get too gummed up and dry with ink, because I don't want to scratch this plate. I just take a little extra care on the corners. And once I think all the ink is fully emulsified into the Soy Solve, then it's time to clean, to absorb all of this. And what I like to do is use the paper from the phone book that I use to wipe the plate with. It's sort of recycling. I get to repurpose these phone book pages. If it has a ton of ink on it, I'm, defeating the purpose of cleaning the plate. So, but about half of the phone book pages I used have just a little bit of ink, so I can use them for absorbing the Soy Solve. And when I get to the point where they won't really absorb anymore, that's when I go to paper towels. Okay, that's it. And there's a fine film of Soy Solve still on here, and there's not an effective way to degrease this plate when I go to reprint it again that I've found, because I don't want to use water on this. Water will make strange marks on this plate. So I'm going to keep water away from the plate. The best way I found to get rid of this thin film of leftover Soy Solve is just be surrendered to, the next time I print, I'm surrendered to the first print not being that good. Okay, essentially I'm making a print, and that first print is what degreases the plate.